Oh, hey, you awake? No, shh, it's okay. You're good. I'm here. Yes, Squirt, I'm here. It's all over. You're at home. Hmm? Yeah, that's what anesthetic does to you. Makes Swiss cheese of your memory. What's the last thing you remember? You kinda remember me driving you to the hospital? Yeah, everything went really well. Surgery went very smoothly. Doctor said you did great. You were pretty out of it when you woke up afterwards. I'm not surprised you don't remember anything. Hey, it's okay. Everything's fine. It's normal not to remember. I mean, I did take some video for us to laugh over later. Yes, I'm kidding. I mean, as your big sister, I probably should have, but I didn't. I was nice. I kind of wish I had, though. You asked me if the ice cream place was open for the season at least 3 times on the way home. You totally did. Guess it must have been on your mind. But never fear, I stocked up last time I was at the store. Yeah, no, I don't think we should start you off with ice cream. Better make sure you can handle something like soup or toast before we try ice cream. I even made you jello. No, there isn't booze in it. That doesn't go well with the painkillers you're on. Speaking of, are you in pain? I'm sorry. That makes sense, though. You've been hit by a metaphorical truck, but I'm glad there's no specific areas of pain. You let me know as soon as that starts to change, though, okay? We have to stay ahead of the pain. Don't be all noble and let it build up. It's harder to get it back down. Hey, I've done this a few times. Helped Mom after her knee surgery. And you remember when I had my wisdom teeth out, right? Yeah, I did throw up a lot. Stupid meds didn't agree with me. But you seem to be doing all right so far. You can go back to sleep if you want. Or if not, I can get you something to eat. Yeah, I left water right there for you. Want to try some food? Okay, I'll be right back. All right, here we go. Some nice soothing ginger tea, plain crackers, and some soup. Nah, just eat whatever you feel like. There's no pressure. Your appetite will go back to normal soon enough. Just warn me if you start to feel nauseous. Trash can's right here just in case. Do you need some help setting up? Yeah, of course. Come on, Squirt. There we go. Here, extra pillow for you. Yes, it is that giant stuffed polar bear, so what? It's the perfect size to prop up against in bed. Nah, I never did get around to naming that one. Guess I probably should. Bob? How's that for a name? Okay. Not Bob. Sorry, I'll try not to make you laugh too much. Don't want any stitches coming out or anything. Hmm? What did I do while I was waiting? A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Brought some snacks with me, ate them way too fast. Watched a Twitch stream on my phone. Chatted with people on Discord. You know, the usual. I tried to get some writing done, but I just couldn't quite focus enough for that. I was just about to go down to the cafeteria to see if they had any cookies when the doctor came out to tell me you were done. Then I just read on my phone while I waited for you to wake up. Now, you didn't say too much when you came to. Just asked questions. You thought it hadn't happened yet, but I told you it was all over. Man, that's when I should have messed with you and told you it had been 13 years or something and you'd been in a coma. But I didn't. I was nice. Almost too nice, one might say. What kind of sibling am I? Oh, don't be silly. You don't owe me. This is what family does, right? Hey, you're looking like you're gonna fall asleep in that soup soon. No, it's fine. You need lots of rest when you're recovering. That's normal. Here, let me get that stuff out of the way. Move Bob to the side. Pull the blankets up. There we go. Get some rest, Squirt. Your body needs it. I'll wake you in a little while to take some pain medicine. No, don't worry about it. The worst is behind you. You're gonna start to feel better soon, I promise. Why are you giving me puppy eyes? You want a popsicle? Oh, yeah, sure, I can do that. No, I don't mind. I haven't read to you in a long time. You want me to do the usual? Yeah, I've got it on my phone. It's no problem. All right, you all settled? Good, here we go. The Red-Headed League. I had called upon my friend, Mr. Sherlock Holmes, one day in autumn of last year, and found him in deep conversation with a very stout, florid-faced, elderly gentleman with fiery red hair. With an apology for my intrusion, I was about to withdraw when Holmes pulled me abruptly into the room and closed the door behind me. "You could not possibly have come at a better time, my dear Watson," he said cordially. "I was afraid that you were engaged." "So I am, very much so." "Then I can wait in the next room." "Not at all. This gentleman, Mr. Wilson, has been my partner and helper in many of my most successful cases, and I have no doubt that he will be of the utmost use to me in yours also." The stout gentleman half rose from his chair and gave a quick bob of greeting, with a quick little questioning glance from his small, fat, encircled eyes. "Try the settee," said Holmes, relapsing into his armchair and putting his fingertips together, as was his custom when in judicial moods. "I know, my dear Watson, that you share my love of all that is bizarre and outside the conventions and humdrum routine of everyday life. You have shown your relish for it by the enthusiasm which has prompted you to chronicle and, if you will excuse my saying so, somewhat to embellish so many of my own little adventures. Your cases have indeed been of the greatest interest to me," I observed. "You will remember that I remarked the other day, just before we went into the very simple problem presented by Miss Mary Sutherland, that for strange effects and extraordinary combinations we must go to life itself, which is always far more daring than any effort of the imagination. A proposition which I took the liberty of doubting. You did, Doctor, but none the less you must come round to my view, for otherwise I shall keep on piling fact upon fact on you until your reason breaks down under them and acknowledges me to be right. Now, Mr. Jabez Wilson here has been good enough to call upon me this morning, and to begin a narrative which promises to be one of the most singular which I have listened to for some time. You have heard me remark that the strangest and most unique things are very often connected not with the larger but with the smaller crimes, and occasionally, indeed, where there is room for doubt whether any positive crime has been committed. As far as I have heard, it is impossible for me to say whether the present case is an instance of crime or not, but the course of events is certainly a most singular that I have ever listened to. Perhaps, Mr. Wilson, you would have the great kindness to recommence your narrative. I ask you not merely because my friend Dr. Watson has not heard the opening part, but also because the peculiar nature of the story makes me anxious to have every possible detail from your lips. As a rule, when I have heard some slight indication of the course of events, I am able to guide myself by the thousands of other similar cases which occur to my memory. In the present instance, I am forced to admit that the facts are, to the best of my belief, unique." The portly client puffed out his chest with an appearance of some little pride, and pulled a dirty and wrinkled newspaper from the inside pocket of his greatcoat. As he glanced down at the advertisement column, with his head thrust forward and the paper flattened out upon his knee, I took a good look at the man and endeavored, after the fashion of my companion, to read the indications which might be presented by his dress or appearance. I did not gain very much, however, by my inspection. Our visitor bore every mark of being an average commonplace British tradesman, obese, pompous, and slow. He wore rather baggy gray shepherd's check trousers, a not over-clean black frock coat, unbuttoned in the front, and a drab waistcoat with a heavy brassy Albert chain, and a square pierced bit of metal dangling down as an ornament. A frayed top hat and a faded brown overcoat with a wrinkled velvet collar lay upon a chair beside him. Altogether, look as I would, There was nothing remarkable about the man save his blazing red hair and the expression of extreme chagrin and discontent upon his features. Sherlock Holmes's quick eye took in my occupation, and he shook his head with a smile as he noticed my questioning glances. Beyond the obvious facts that he has at some time done manual labor, that he takes snuff, that he is a Freemason, that he has been in China, and that he has done a considerable amount of writing lately, I can deduce nothing.